Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Live Tarot. Today is Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. We're going to start off with an overall energy for today and then do a past, present, and future spread with some clarifiers and a couple of cards of advice from the universe. Oh, wow. If I can get the cards from spilling everywhere. Let's see here. Kind of had a little bit of a fall. Get these cards together. All right. Try that again. So we get an overall energy for today. The Tower. Yeah, that was a Tower moment. All right. And let's get a past. Queen of Pentacles. Current. Four of Wands. And immediate future, Eight of Wands. Bottom of the first deck is the Nine of Swords. So the Tower. The Tower is about something, a structure that's changing rapidly, that's changing quickly. I think we've been getting the Tower pretty frequently, and it makes sense. You know, it's the end of the year. Today's the 30th. We got a couple more days, and we move into 2026. So that's an example of the Tower itself. Immediate past is Queen of Pentacles. That's about building something very solid and stable that you're nurturing the heck out of. It can be in business, it can be in your personal life, but it is something that is very important to you, that you've done a really good job of being prudent and just very wise with. A lot of stability here. Currently, this Four of Wands speaks of a success, speaks of you've reached the finish line in some areas of your life. This Eight of Wands in the immediate future is moving fast. So whatever is coming in, it's coming in quickly. Immediate future, with that Eight of Wands, I do believe was over in this area yesterday. So we whatever happened, I remember whatever happened yesterday was happening pretty quick. And then the bottom of the deck with this Nine of Swords, there's a little worry. There's a little bit of what if thinking. So, all right, let's get a couple cards to clarify. Let me clarify the Tower, please. With the overall energy, the Hermit, and the Nine of Wands. I think you're ready for this Tower moment. With this Nine of Wands right there, I think you're okay with 2025 being in the rearview mirror. That Nine of Wands is about being wary, about you've been through a little bit of a battle in some areas of life. There's also some reflection upon it with the Hermit here. So, which again, it makes sense because we are wrapping up this year. Even like on TV, there's a lot of reflective media right now over the past 2025. There's a ton of content on reflecting over it, and there have been moments where it's like, you know what, okay, let's come on 2026. I think that's just kind of the overall energy right there with that Tower, the Hermit, and the Nine of Wands. Not a bad thing. Just change. Just moving into the next. The Queen of Pentacles, can we clarify her, please, in the immediate past? The Wheel of Fortune. And the Ten of Cups. Whatever was built in this immediate past with this Queen of Pentacles, whatever it was you nurtured brought in a lot of satisfaction. And if you were questioning whether or not the time was right to do some of the moves that you made, the time was right. That could have been a question that you had of, was it the good time? And it could have even been related to like your house, like your family. We got two cards up here of like house and home. It could definitely be related to, was this the right move for my family? Was this a prudent, wise move for my family in the immediate past? And the answer is the answer is yes, with the cards that are on the table. But it could have been, you could have been questioning a little bit, because I mean, there are times we have choices we make, and it's like, I wonder if this is the right time. It feels like it might be, but it's looking like it was. The Four of Wands for the current. Ten of Swords, which I think we got yesterday, and the Two of Wands. That Ten of Swords is declaring again that it's over. With that clarifying it with the Four of Wands and the Two of Wands, there might be a new path that you're taking, that you're planning. There might be, which again, setting those New Year's plans and goals, because there are pieces of it, like with this Ten of Swords and this Tower and this Nine of Wands. There are pieces of it you want to leave in the past, and I think this is about like reestablishing, continuing to it like it was established, and just to continue to establish this house and home. The stability around the house and home is important. With this Two of Wands right here, there's going to be some planning that you are starting, especially the Hermit right here. The Eight of Wands in the immediate future. Let me clarify that. Knight of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Bottom of the second deck is the High Priestess. Unlimited potential. Unlimited potential and leaning into your intuition. Knowing that you're not alone in this. So this Eight of Wands is following us here. And I think it's just kind of like, hey, this really is coming in, and it's coming in quick. And this Knight of Cups with this Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful combination with that water and earth. They're very congruent, and they blend well with opportunity. This Ace of Pentacles is a brand new opportunity in the near future that's full of love. It's something that you really love doing. The Knight of Cups is an action. So with that Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, and this Eight of Wands, you're gonna be really active, and something that brings you great joy. I'm still feeling like this is around your house and home. Like there's just a lot of movement with the stability of your family. But there is some movement with it. This reading is not really stagnant. The Hermit and the Two of Wands are the only ones that are kind of like reflecting. There's some reflection and planning, but even the planning isn't passive. You're still working on it. Can we get a couple of cards of advice from the universe? Ace of Pentacles again. Wonderful card to duplicate. Page of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. Oh, wow. 10 of Cups again on the bottom of the deck. Some lovely cards to have repeating here. Knight of Swords emphasizes the quickness of this transition. It also reminds us to know that we control the pace, because sometimes the Knight of Swords can be kind of a hasty energy of just moving so fast that you're not mindful of moments. And so that's the only thing about the Knight of Swords being here. But it's a great card to have for this momentum, because there is some momentum going. It's beautiful momentum. There's a little bit of worry with it, but I think it's because it's happening so fast. It's like, did I really build enough solid, stable place in my house and home to be able to move into this? It looks like you have. This Page of Cups, you've also incorporated some lighthearted energy with it. It's a beautiful reading. We got 10 of Cups twice, the cards of completion. There are pieces of the year that have wrapped up very successfully. That Nine of Swords just reminds us to sit back and play the tape out. That helps reduce some of that anxiety with it of, okay, so when your mind tries to keep you in this loop of, oh my goodness, then what? Then what happens? Go ahead and entertain that, and entertain. Well, then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and it takes you out of that cycle of anxiety, that cycle of being stuck in something that doesn't feel great. But remember that you control the pace. You control this, because it is trying to move very quickly. But there's a ton of success. There's a ton of love. It's very active. And you have built, cards on the table suggest you really have built a really solid, stable structure to be able to support the movement and transition you're moving into with these new opportunities that are coming up for you. You're going to love them. And you're bringing your intuition with them. It's not just, it's logic. It's not, there's not logic, but you're also, in your gut that these are the right moves to make. All right, everybody, that's what I got for you. I hope you enjoy your Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with the next Daily Tarot Live. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.